Here is the clearest evidence of a special moment between Jimin and Jungkook, where we can clearly see Jungkook gently pulling Jimin closer to him in bed. In the latest episode, there was an uproar because many people began to doubt it and say nonsensical things. Yet the truth is right in front of our eyes. Jungkook pulled Jimin closer so they could sleep even nearer to each other, in a way only the two of them know. In another scene, we see Jungkook so close to Jimin that he hugs him from behind and then lies on top of him, cuddling as if there were no tomorrow. These movements are not improvisation. They reflect a relationship they have built over time. But of course, there are always people who cannot stand seeing them so close in the same bed and cling to their usual argument that it is all just fan service, simply because they cannot stand seeing Jungkook so close to Jimin. They always say how unfortunate it is, because soon we will see our Jungkook more united and stronger than ever before. As we all know, Jungkook himself said he wants to continue another 50 seasons of their journey together. And if they have only reached season 2, imagine everything they can still experience. We have so many beautiful moments to enjoy together with Jungkook. Even if some people feel disturbed by their closeness and bond, in the end they must accept and support it. Because being on the side of Jungkook and Jimin means accepting what we always see on screen. How they take care of each other, how they are always there to support one another, and how they never hide the love they have for each other. No matter how many cameras surround them, they always show us what their hearts are truly saying, and we can see how deep the love between them really is. It is that spontaneity that makes their relationship so special. They do not need grand gestures or perfect words. With just a look, a touch, or a hug, they show us the depth of their bond. Jungkook does not hesitate when he wants to be close to Jimin, and Jimin responds with his signature smile whenever Jungkook is by his side. In every episode, they give small details that speak louder than 1,000 words. How Jungkook adjusts the pillow so Jimin is more comfortable. How Jimin comforts Jungkook when he looks tired. How they laugh together over silly things. These scenes are not staged or exaggerated. They are real moments captured while they are simply being themselves. Sometimes people forget that behind the idols are human beings with feelings, and that Jikook has repeatedly shown that their relationship goes beyond professionalism. It is not something forced or improvised. It is something that has grown over many years, a trust that is clearly visible in every movement they make. So even if some people still look for complicated explanations, the truth is simple. Jikook is Jikook, and their love is undeniable. And as long as they continue to show us their world, we will continue to be here celebrating it, because seeing them happy together is what truly matters. One of the most shocking moments was when Jimin and Jungkook were together and, in the middle of joking around, Jungkook slipped his hand into Jimin's shorts from behind. Jimin bent slightly, and everything happened playfully. Like many other moments we have seen, their interactions reflect a unique relationship. It is clear that they have always had this kind of dynamic as a couple because it is something natural for them. They are not trying to hide their feelings, and that authenticity is what makes them special. However, some people were quick to harshly criticize Jungkook and Jimin. What is strange is that the same voices who were offended by this gesture were soon enthusiastically celebrating when Taeyong sat on Jungkook's lap. There is a clear contradiction here. If Jungkook does something with Jimin, he is judged. If he does it with another member, he is praised. This is a hypocritical attitude that reveals a lot about the prejudice some people still hold toward the Jikook relationship. The reality is that the bond between Jimin and Jungkook is real and authentic. That bond has been there from the beginning, visible in every look, every gesture, and every word they speak. The only ones who refuse to accept it are those who spend their time criticizing and rejecting every interaction between them. But when Jungkook shares intimate moments with someone else, those same people praise him without hesitation. This double standard makes no sense. This episode was not bad at all and did not deserve so many negative comments. Jimin and Jungkook were simply being themselves, showing who they truly are without a script or external guidelines. They were not acting under orders or following a predetermined plan. They were once again expressing the deep relationship they have built over many years, a bond they are not afraid to show to the world. Moments like these happen often between them. What we see is just a glimpse into their private world. A moment where we all peek into a relationship full of love, trust, and intimacy. There is so much between Jimin and Jungkook that we have not yet seen. Genuine affection that continues to grow stronger every day. Jikook do not need to arrange anything or exaggerate their actions. What we see is spontaneous, real, and meaningful. They are two people who have nurtured their relationship despite the stares of others and unfair criticism. And that is exactly what makes them so brave and admirable. Their love is strong, sincere, and hidden from no one. So instead of looking for flaws or misinterpreting their gestures, it would be wiser to appreciate their courage to be themselves above all else. Jimin and Jungkook have repeatedly shown us that what they have is real and that it is something no one can deny. They show themselves as they are with jokes, affection, and their extraordinary bond. And that is what we should celebrate. There is something about the way Jungkook treats Jimin that cannot be ignored. It is not that he is cold or distant with others. Not at all. Jungkook is affectionate and close with all the members of his band. But with Jimin, it is different. It is as if there is a secret communication channel between them, a frequency only the two of them can hear. You can see it in how they search for each other with their eyes during interviews, how one easily finishes the other's sentences, or how a simple hand gesture is enough for them to understand each other. It is not something you see every day, especially not so naturally. This is a different kind of relationship, more intimate, deeper, as if the time they have spent together has woven a web of trust and affection that supports them without them even realizing it. When Jimin speaks, Jungkook does not just hear him, he truly listens. Look closely, his eyes are fixed on him. His posture changes. He leans in slightly as if he does not want to miss a single word. That kind of attention goes beyond mere politeness. It is born from genuine interest and affection. And Jimin, for his part, does the same. When Jungkook tells a story, whether it is a trivial anecdote or something important, Jimin looks at him with a tenderness that is deeply meaningful. His eyes soften. His smile grows warmer, as if what Jungkook is saying is the most precious thing in the world at that moment. This is not acting, not a performance for the camera. It is a real connection that can be felt even through the screen. That connection does not require grand speeches or solemn declarations. It manifests itself in the smallest details, in things that almost go unnoticed if you are not paying attention. Like when Jungkook absent-mindedly fixes Jimin's hair or wraps an arm around his shoulders when Jimin is off guard. Or when Jimin almost instinctively brings the microphone closer or adjusts Jungkook's jacket. These are everyday gestures, yes, but they are full of meaning. Gestures that say, "I'm here, I see you, I've got you," without the need for words. And it is in these small actions that the depth of their bond is revealed. An intimacy that has been strengthened over the years through tours, sleepless nights, laughter, and even tears. There is extraordinary courage in the way they present themselves to the world. In an industry that is so tightly controlled, where every movement is analyzed and criticized, they choose to be authentic. They do not hide their affection. They do not suppress their expressions of love. They allow themselves to be who they are. They show vulnerability with each other. They allow themselves to care for one another, to love one another. And believe me, that is something very few people dare to do. It is easier to build a facade, to keep distance, to act as if everything is shallow. But they do not do that. They show themselves as they are with jokes, hugs, looks, and extraordinary chemistry that binds them together. And that is what makes them so admirable, so special.